The Heritage House was built in the 1830s by George Carey. It was bought by Jessie, my grandmother, and her husband Wallace. They restored the house, and Jessie was a great believer in historic preservation. She had always, encouraged artists. She'd had writers. A lot of writers came and visited. Robert Frost is a famous one. He came here 16 winters. We continue that tradition here of encouraging arts, encouraging literature, and this WPA exhibit is a collection of art.
So how did we get to this place in South Florida? 1900, Key West was the third largest city in Florida. The largest city by far in South Florida. Over half the population in South Florida lived in Key West. The South Florida Depression started on September 1926 when the big hurricane hit Miami. The unemployment in Monroe County was between 70 and 80%.
Key West was hit hard with the Depression, and my great-grandfather William Porter went to Washington, and he talked to Roosevelt about making Key West a pilot project, FERA, which is the Federal Emergency Relief Act, and a WPA project here with works and artists. And they were trying to create a tourism business here. There was fishing and sponging. There wasn't a lot going on.
So the only industry they could come up with that was left would be tourism. So his idea was to make Key West the Bermuda of America, and everybody would want to come and spend their vacation in Key West. Looks like a place that if I wasn't here, I'd want to go visit.
Well, Jessie was my grandmother, and she really was an advocate for historic preservation. She was one of the people that said, these buildings have a great value. They're built to withstand hurricanes. They were built by ship's carpenters, and they're beautiful. So she really talked to a lot of people, helping to get Key West, the historic district, designated as a National Historic District. And I think my brother and sister and I want to continue that tradition of giving back to Key West and show what the history also, and keep the house open as a community resource. With the WPA exhibit, it's going to be here until the end of February. On the 15th of February from 7 to 9, we have a film that's going to premiere. It's done by a local filmmaker. Her name is Marcella Morgan, and it's called Grits, Grunts, and Gravy, Remembering the Depression. And also we have a travel writing workshop. It's taught by a fellow named Robert Fisher, January 30th and February 1st, or February 6th through 8th. There's also the 2009 Robert Frost Poetry Festival from April 15th through 19th. It's all on our website. It's www.heritagehousemuseum.org.